What up, what up, what up, what up? What it do, everybody? What's good? Welcome back to Zap Xclusive. I am your boy, Jersey.
Yes.
All right, I know I ain't been back in a little bit, but I'm back for the comeback. Listen, I'm back and I'm going to be here for a little minute. Probably 20 weeks to be exact.
Yes.
Okay? Confused? Yes. 20 weeks I'm announced I'm doing 20 episodes of Zap Xclusive, The Breakdown, every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, right here on my Instagram Live.
Yes.
All right? Tonight we get into some things. We're about to get zapped in, all the way zapped, and I see y'all all tuning in. What's good? I need y'all to hit this arrow right here. Bang, 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 right there, and send it out to your entire network. We about to get lit on this live. We got the King Boma in the crib.
Yes.
All right, we about to get into some things. Ask your questions in advance. We about to get into some things. All right, now, what y'all eat for dinner? Y'all doing some stuff? What up, Talk by TIC in the building? Estrella Visuals in the building. K Music is in the building. What up, what up, what up? All right, Bowman, let's get you on the live. Let's get the conversation started.
Yes.
Okay, and then let's get into some things. How we feeling, everybody? Make sure I ask y'all questions now. Yo, this thing with Instagram, we trying to like, why you going? Yo, how you doing? Okay, hold on. All right, because they like to play games. Okay, here we go. All right. Back to the schedule program. What up, David? See y'all in the building. What up, what up, what up? All right, there we go. What up, Boma?
I'm fine. How you doing?
I'm doing good, man. Welcome to the show, Zap Xclusive.
Thanks for having me.
Of course, of course. So, listen, man. So here on Zap Xclusive, we're all about a progressive group of people that like to tap into who's moving the culture. You understand what I'm saying? Who's actually putting down the blueprint to kind of change what the entertainment industry is looking like, all right?
Yeah, sure.
Ready to be zapped in?
Sure, absolutely.
Okay, so everybody that's tapping in right now, I'm sure you already know we got the King Boma on the live.
Yes.
So, Boma, let's get into things, man. You are born in Lagos.
Yeah, Lagos.
See,
Nah, you good, man.
No. Lagos, right? So, talk to us about your experience in Lagos. Like, how long ago were you there and when you decided to migrate to the States?
Yeah, I was born and raised in Lagos. Lagos actually made me. Lagos raised me, made me. Whatever I am today is by the grace of God and Lagos. You know, I was born into a very humble background. You know, I'm from the street of Lagos. Like, Lagos is definitely, you know how they say if you can survive in Lagos, you can survive anywhere in the world. So Lagos is, I was born into, you know, I'm from the streets pretty much. You know, you have to be smart. You have to probably sleep with your eyes open. You know, you have to sleep with your eyes open and stuff. There are good paths, there are bad paths. But you can't, if you're born in Lagos, you're going to be smart for sure. So growing up was kind of tough. Growing up was very tough. And you had to, you know, you just had to be real smart to survive.
So now, let me ask, what is the entertainment scene like in Lagos? Like, all right, growing up, young Boma, did you know that you wanted to kind of have some kind of footing in the entertainment field while you were in Lagos?
Yeah, I wasn't even trying to do entertainment when I was young, to be honest with you. I was trying to do entertainment, not what I'm doing right now. Like, I was trying to play soccer.
Okay.
We call football back at home. So I grew up wanting to be a footballer. I went to school actually I went to school for I was in the sciences department. I had big dreams of becoming an engineer and also a soccer player. But so growing up in the entertainment industry is quite way bigger now because now we have Burna Boy winning Grammys, we have Whiskey and stuff. So the music entertainment is a lot bigger now than what it used to be before. Yeah. So growing up is totally different from what it is right now.
Definitely. All right. So now, I know you actually went semi-pro.
Yeah, I did.
Was that back in your country in Lagos?
No, I've actually been to about maybe 22 countries because I played in Poland, I played in Belgium. You know, I played in different parts of the world because that was all I wanted to do. I just wanted to be a soccer player. You know, growing up, that was all I wanted to be and all I wanted to do. But somehow along the line, so I played from back home. I played grassroots. I played street football. It all started on the streets, you know. The journey started on the streets. I played the street football. then I told myself, in order to get more opportunities, I have to go abroad,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to find like more opportunities and, you know, where it's going to be more lucrative. And right now is definitely football back at home is bigger now too. Everything is just bigger and better now because of there's more awareness now into everything. There's a lot more awareness.
That's 100% facts. And we're gonna get into definitely social media and media has kind of given everybody global wing. Definitely get some of that later on. So then now your semi-pro career, because I don't want to just graze over that. How
Mm-hmm.
long were you able to kind of like fulfill that before you said, all right, I'm done with soccer? Oh, by the way,
Um,
for the Americans on there, when you're saying football, that's soccer over here, okay?
yeah. So basically, I did not. My dream was cut off abruptly because of injury. So I didn't give up on soccer. Soccer probably gave up on me, you know. So, so yeah, it was injury. Injury like kind of cut the dream short. So I got injured by like close to my ankle, and I was nursing that injury for about 1 year. So, and then I was 29 already. So I was like, you know what? Maybe it's time to like quit because the injury wasn't going anytime soon. And when you play soccer, your whole body got to be correct. You know, you have to come correct or just leave. So 2017, that was when I like kind of quit, you know, after my Scotland experience. So I just told myself, I think I'm just going to stop.
Got you. Okay.
But
So that kind of recent. That wasn't that long ago. So
yeah,
the
2017, yeah, it hasn't been that long at all.
got you. So the entire time you were playing soccer, you had a modeling career.
Yes, because you know it was like semi-pro. I've always modeled since 20.
Good.
No, actually 2003. I've always been a model, starting from back at home.
Okay.
I did yeah, I did various shows back at home. I won awards for being a model, Fashion Male Model of the Year 2005, and
Yeah.
2009. Yeah, I was like one of the biggest models back at home. So I've
Okay.
always modeled. I've always modeled. I've always um, just enjoyed playing soccer and modeling. Those are the two things I can do very well.
Mhm.
So I spend a lot of time doing that.
All right. So then now, let me ask you, which one is more lucrative at the time? Were you making more money doing modeling or more money doing soccer? Upon
Modeling. It was modeling. Yeah.
uh,
I
okay.
paid. I got money from modeling to pay my way through school. You know, so
Hmm.
it was definitely modeling when I was. Yeah, it was modeling because modeling was just like you do the jobs and you get paid almost immediately, or even though they're gonna owe you. But I was doing it a lot. Like I
Got
was doing so much of it. So yeah.
got you. Okay. Now, for people that want to get into modeling, what was like your first big break? What was like your first big contract?
Man, my first. So it was a telecommunication. A telecommunication company seemed like how you guys have T-Mobile over
Right.
here. So then it was MTN. We had the MTN. It was a job. It was supposed to be a huge job for MTN, and they were looking for the model for a while. They couldn't really find the person they were going to use. So my friend's elder brother that did work because I guess what, I didn't used to like modeling at all. I was kind of yeah, I would say I was kind of like they kind of scouts me to do modeling. I didn't care about
You was
modeling.
shy?
What is it?
You were shy?
I wasn't shy, but I didn't like it. I didn't care about modeling.
Okay.
Like I just felt like because I used to think modeling then was about beauty. So I would see some models and I'll question it. Like, how is this person a model? Like I cannot believe this because there are different kinds of modeling and the way they see beauty is quite different from the way other people see beauty. So I've seen some models where I'm like, uh, this person is a model, and they'll be like, yes. So I was kind of naive and young and stuff, so I didn't think I thought models were supposed to be like all super like really pretty, handsome. I don't know, but everyone is pretty and handsome in their own way. But there's some unique beauties and stuff. So I didn't have any interest, and they told me, hey, would you like to audition for this role? I'm like, um, I don't know. And as soon as then I made up my mind. Somehow I was convinced. Then I made up my mind. I did go for the audition. And as soon as they saw me, they're like, hey, this is the guy. Go shoot. Like, so that job was everywhere. I think it was also in South Africa as well. It was everywhere. So I think that just launched my career into the industry as a whole. Then to do fashion, because in Nigeria we have the fashion industry and we have like the commercial industry, and we have people that could do both. So to get into the, because the fashion people used to think, well, we're the real models. You guys, anyone can do commercial. You could just have a pretty face and it don't matter. You could be on, but to be on the runway show, you have to look a certain way. You know, there's height. You have to be a certain, you know, height. You have to be able to work, you know, charisma, working and everything. You have to be able to model clothes. You just have to look away. You can't just, not just anyone could do it. So,
let me ask you, Boma, is
yeah.
there more inclusiveness now? Because back in the day, modeling was more strict. You had to be a certain build, you had to be a certain height, certain weight. Now in 2022, it's definitely a lot more inclusiveness. Do you feel like Lagos has also included more in the fashion scene, or do you feel like it still has a traditional?
No, 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 no. It has more than, like you said, but we have, it's way bigger now. We have Nigerians and Nigerian models from Nigeria modeling for Armani. Everybody now, like Armani's, the Calvin Klein's, the Dior's, doing fashion weeks abroad. So, but now there's also different kinds of modeling. You know, right now because of the internet, you know, even is branching out to even people being, you know, people doing influencing jobs. Like it's branching out now. Like, you know, the plus size industry is huge now. You know, the plus size industry is huge. The people that just do, you know, the commercials, the makeup, the face, everything is huge now. So I think there's just many ways to get discovered now. And there's a lot more jobs, you know, for many people now because of the way it is. Somebody could find you from your IG. Somebody could find you from the internet. Someone could post a picture of you and you could go viral. It never used to be like that. So the internet helped, and the way the internet definitely helped the industry get bigger. And there are many ways now to the river.
Absolutely. The internet definitely a launching pad for a lot of careers in this new era.
Absolutely. Yeah. Absolutely. Yeah.
Sure. It's aging. There's a lot more actions when it comes to brands than actual NOCs.
Absolutely. Can you hear me clearly?
I can hear you clearly.
Let me take out this.
For someone that's been in the modeling scene for just as long as you have, do you see yourself becoming a casting agent or a casting director? Or would that be something that you see yourself, you know, kind of setting the standard of what fashion should kind of remain or stay at in a role that you can do?
Not I don't want to say never, but I'm not looking at that for now. Now I'm just focusing more on my, like I don't see myself doing that for now, but you never can tell what the future, you know, would bring, because I see myself doing things that, you know, I never thought I was going to do professionally, because you could do many things, but you're not sure what's going to actually put food on your table and what's actually going to pay your bills. So now I'm just focusing more on acting, being a producer, you know, for my movies, and also featuring in all the big projects. That's been my focus for now.
Absolutely. So let's get into it. I know I was doing a little research on you, and I know you went to film school. So talk to us about what made you decide to go to film school, and what do you see happening with that, with the knowledge that you've learned from film school, and where do you want to take that? But what was the reason? Yeah,
the reason was, while Black Panther came out, most people would like see me and just say, "Oh, why didn't you, you know, why were you not in Black Panther?" You know, joking, like, you should have been in Black Panther, this, and I'm like, I'm not even an actor. So then it became, people would also see me and be like, "Hey, I saw you in this movie." And I'm like, "No, I'm not the one." And they'll be like, "No, we don't want nothing from you. We just want an autograph." I'm like, "No, but I'm not an actor." So it just kept happening. It kept coming. So by the time in 2017 that my soccer career ended due to the injury. So I think back then I was in I was in Belgium. I flew back to Belgium. I was in Scotland, then I flew back to Belgium because I used to live in Belgium too. Then New York Film Academy were coming to Belgium. They were having a seminar in Belgium. So I was like, it wasn't far from my house. You know, I just took a walk and said, you know what, let me go find out what's happening at the seminar. So I went to the seminar and I spoke to them, spoke to the dean of student affairs, and I told her I live in New York, and I'm actually coming back to New York because I was here playing soccer and injuries and everything, but I'll be coming back to New York, and I'm thinking about it, probably just taking some classes. And she goes, yeah, you should give it a try. So I got a number, and when I go back to New York, I called her, say, hey, I want to come into the school environment because I stay in Brooklyn, so it wasn't far from me. It was in Bowling Green. I said, hey, let me just come take a tour, show me around the school. I went there, and it was cool. I just felt like I belonged. I had to be here. So for a couple of months, or weeks, I kind of took a break. So since my career was done with soccer, I said, let me get into events. Let me do events and stuff and go back into my modeling. So while I was in the event, I was doing catering events. A director saw me and came to me and said, I have a job for you.
Okay.
Acting job. I'm like, damn. So I told her I'm not even an actor. She's like, damn, so you have to be an actor now. I said, okay. But you know what? I have to take classes because I don't like just jumping into things. I like to have knowledge, basic knowledge. So I did. That's when I said, you know what? I think it's time for me to go to this school now, get this knowledge, and just start working. So that was why I went to the school. Opportunities were coming. People were approaching me, and I just thought, let me give this a try, and I'm glad I did.
Well, you know what? I feel like it's an interesting segue because now you're into film, and the fact that you just kind of bumped into it. That meant, remember you said soccer didn't choose you.
Exactly.
So in a weird way, do you feel like film chose you?
Absolutely. I did make a joke one time. I told someone everything I'm trying to do, it didn't go the way it was supposed to go. But the things that I didn't care about, that's what I'm making money from now. Because I didn't go chase modeling. Modeling chose me.
Gotcha.
I didn't choose film. Film chose me. Gotcha. Pretty much. Then I'm actually, I'm happy I went. Because sometimes, God always directs your steps. You might do this so well and ask yourself, like, I think this is where I'm going to make my money from. But eventually, it could be something totally different. So film and modeling definitely chose me, for sure. Film and modeling, yeah. Chose me, for sure, yeah.
Absolutely. All right, so let's get into some film things then. Like, talk to us about some of the shows or movies that you've been a part of, and like where you see yourself going with that, the next level.
I was on the Blacklist, NBC Blacklist, episode 616. I played
yes.
Episode 616. I was on the Blacklist. Working with Jim Spader was a life, changing experience because it was like, is the main man on the show, but that was huge, especially having to compete with about 2,000 to 3,000 people to book a role.
Got it.
That's very encouraging and it's very humbling. So I've been on that. Then I also booked the movie Protector of the Gods.
Yes.
But we haven't shot it yet due to COVID and all kinds of things going on. But we should be shooting that very soon. Then I was also featured in Law and Order. The episode with Snoop Dogg. The episode with Snoop Dogg and Orlando Jones. That was great. Then I'm currently now I'm on Brotherhood. That should be in the cinemas. Then hopefully it goes to platforms.
Got you.
Then
so you shot cinema.
What is it?
You already shot that last one.
Oh yeah, we shot the Brotherhood already. We're just waiting it's gonna premiere 23rd of September in Nigeria. Then it's also supposed to be on streamers. I don't know which of them, but it should be on streamers as well, where people can watch it worldwide. So then I'm also working on my own mini-series right now. I just shot the first episode. So I'm writing, co-directing, and I'm producing that as well. That's a long-time dream to be a producer.
Well, let's get into it. Where is it? Where is this based in? Do you have a name for it? Are we allowed to know any of this stuff?
It's based in New York, definitely based in New York, and but yeah, I don't want to give too much out, but I'm still, but soon.
All right, listen, and whenever you definitely get all of it together, the premiere, the release, we'll definitely be back to talk about it.
Yeah.
Right? So now let me ask you this. You were able to do so many different things, from soccer to modeling. You got into film, which is TV and movies. All right, so you are very diverse. Then you got into reality TV.
Yeah.
Hey,
Yeah.
and I'm not finished yet. I have more to do. Talk to us about your experience on Big Brother Naija, season 6.
Yeah, that was it. That was it. Actually, that's the biggest show in Africa. That's the biggest show in Africa about, as I was told, like 60 something countries, about 60 plus countries were watching it live.
Mm.
And it was huge. So the reason why I went into it, first of all, I'll tell you the reason before I tell you my experience. It was because I was trying to get to the next level, because I did notice where the money is I know him. No, who is he? Who is he? You have to go from who is he to I know him. And you always have to keep doing that. When you get to the level of I know him is where, the real money starts to come in. So we were trying to get to the next level because I've been around for a while, done different things. And I do notice that the more visible you are, the more opportunities you're going to be getting. The more visible you are, the more people know you. And because I didn't want to continue on the path of TV reality, I just needed the boosts. I knew if I went on the show, at least, a lot of people from a different region would know who I am. So my team and I came up and they said, hey, you should audition for this. And, let's see how it goes. So that was why.
Let me pause you there real quick. So your team, do you have, with the acting side, do you have agents? Do you have managers that kind of craft this? And did Big Brother come through your acting side of things? Or was that something sidebar that your team submitted you for?
No, it didn't come from my acting. It just came from my team in general. I have a personal team. I have an agent and a manager. I do have an agent for modeling as well. But this came as my personal team, my inner team. So your inner team is like your family. Like, hey, okay, what's the next level? Because if Big Brother didn't work out, I was going to start just producing my movies back at home. Producing my movies and putting it on platforms. But with Big Brother, I needed a face to sell my movies eventually. Because when you're like a face, and then I also had problems booking leading man roles before the show. Because if you go to somebody and be like, hey, I think I deserve to be auditioned as a leading man. And they're going to be like, yeah, I don't know. Should I take that risk on you? Because what they're thinking about is how many audience can you pull? Sometimes they do think about that, like how many people can you get to watch the show? Like, even before the show, I was already verified. I had about 200,000 followers before I went for Big Brother. But I just felt like I needed to still keep growing to be able to attract the people that I want to attract.
Got you. Now, you said you had 200,000 followers. You currently standing at almost 800,000 followers.
Yeah, that's Big Brother right there, man.
500,000 followers? Let's clap it up to that.
Big Brother, man. That's Big Brother, man, for sure.
That's an insane amount of people that are tuned in and tapped in. Exactly with that show. Now, let me ask you, did you understand, because I want to understand your thought process before you even decided to go on the show. You said you wanted visibility and you knew you wanted to take things to the next level with your brand. You got movies to sell, you got scripts to write, and you need people to see this. Exactly. So that was the complete vision. Did you understand what the show was about prior to being on there?
To be very honest with you, not really. Because I knew, because I never really, they don't show it in America as much because of the franchise. Okay. But it's been shown, in the UK and every African country. So I didn't really have the opportunity to watch it, except if I was in Nigeria and I happened to just bump into the show. Maybe I'm around when the show is about to, comments, then I could watch it. But being in America was hard for me to watch it. So I just knew that if you went into the show, you're gonna be known. That's all. I knew you're gonna have visibility. If you have like some kind of, if you have an interesting character, people are gonna know who you are. It comes with good and bad, but I don't. You just gotta take it all and choose what you want out of it. So I didn't really watch the show because there was no opportunity to watch it. But I knew you would have visibility once you go on the show for sure. And it's an opportunity to tell the world about yourself. Oh, this is me, this is who I am, and this is what I'm trying to do.
Okay. So now give us the breakdown. How was the audition process like? What did you have to do? How many rounds did you have to go through? We want to know.
Yeah, that was crazy. The audition was for 4 months because I started in March. Yeah, I started in March, ending of March. And I got into the house as the #1 contestant for season 6. I opened the show July 24th. So the audition process started from you just, filling out the form online, submit it, then you get an email for the next stage. And then I think the third stage is you have a Zoom call, but you don't see who is talking to you. You have a Zoom call, but you don't know who is talking because it's a blank screen and you're just talking to people, telling them about yourself and why you should be on the show, and how entertaining. Because the number one reason for the show is entertainment. It's not a talent show. No one cares about. It's just, are you entertaining? Because who wants to just put on the TV and just watch people? Watch a group of people. So you need to show them how entertaining you could be. So after the Zoom call, I think they asked me if I could come to Lagos, Nigeria. I said, yeah, why not? I'll pull up.
Were you based in New York at that time?
Yeah, I'm based in New York.
Okay, gotcha.
I'm based in New York, actually. So because of this show, I went back to Nigeria.
Gotcha.
Just before then, I just go to Nigeria once in a year, once in 2 years to see family.
Okay.
But because of the show, I flew down to Nigeria to continue. They wanted to see me physically. It became a physical. After the Zoom, then there's a physical stage. Then after that, then you have to do your medicals. Then after the medicals, you have to do your psych. Then after the psych, then you're kept in lockdown. There's a lockdown phase. The lockdown phase is you're locked in a hotel room. You don't have a TV, no phones, no nothing. You can look through the windows. It's like a mini jail. I was locked there for almost 3 weeks. Then if you make it into the show, you go from lockdown into the show. You don't have your phone. As soon as you go into lockdown, you don't have your phone no more. So I went from the lockdown stage. That was July 7th of July. Went to lockdown, then from lockdown. Then 30 minutes before the show, they told me you're opening the show. You're the #1 contestant. I'm like, oh, shit.
Yeah.
That was fire, though. That was fire. Then, I didn't believe it. I didn't even believe I could make the show because it was tough. You don't know. 4 months of audition is a lot.
4 months of auditions is definitely a lot. That lockdown is insane.
It's insane.
All of the psyche health, they want to make sure that you're not going to go in there and kill nobody in the house.
Exactly. They need to make sure that. Then they also need to, they don't want you to still be talking about what's going on outside. Because when you go into the house, there's a new world. You're in the world of your own, it's a different world. You need to forget about everything outside. So you're not current. Because if you were to put me in the show today, I could tell you about, there was a train accident yesterday. Mm-hmm. I'll start saying things that are super current. But by the time they take you out of the world, to keep you in a confined space, you get what I mean? You can't really be talking about what's happening outside. You just need to focus on the game and focus on your housemates.
So let me ask you now. So the payment process, because at that moment, you don't know if you made the show or not. Mm-hmm. Are you getting paid during the audition process, or is that
No, you don't get paid, dude. You don't get paid at all. The only time you get money is when you get into the house and you win. They're games, but once you come out, man, if you're good at what you do, you're gonna make money. Mm-hmm. And for you to become known like that, I don't want to say globally known, but there were people over here that knew about the show. Mm-hmm. You're gonna be known. There were people that came into the house with 2,000 followers, and they left with close to 1 million. You know what I mean? It was life-changing. Not just, followers. There were people that were winning money. Somebody won 20.5 million in the house. That's Naira. Naira, that's a lot of money. That could buy you, a house, depending on where. that could buy you a house, that could set you up, that could make you could even invest it and get good returns. So people are going in becoming millionaires coming out. And people are going in becoming really famous. You know what it means for you to go to Dubai. You're going to Dubai, you're going to London, you're going to Scotland, and people know you in these places because of the show. It's like an overnight success.
It's overnight success. But let me ask you though, for what it is that you went through on that show, do you feel like it is right for that organization to pay the contestants to be on the show? After the experience, now that's all over and done with, how do you feel about it now? Do you feel like they should be paid?
I think it also depends on what you're looking for before you go into the show. You have to have a plan.
Okay.
Before going into the show. So most people go into the show not knowing what they want to do. It's a platform and you're being told because you're grown, you're an adult, you make the decision before you come in. Mm-hmm. But it's a life-changing opportunity. But the thing is, you don't want to be famous and broke. At the end of the day, because some people still go into the house, come out, you're famous, you're known, but you don't have any money. You've not been able to use the opportunity. It would be nice to get paid, just going into the show. Mm-hmm. But then, since it wasn't, you went there by, you went in willingly. No one forced you. So I feel like once you already have a plan before coming in for whatsoever you're about to go do with it, once you leave, if you do what you're supposed, if you do what you're meant to do, you'll be fine. But if you don't, that could actually, because once you come out and you have such fame, for you to maintain it, you need some type of money. Mm. For you to be able to maintain such fame, or you need sponsors, you need an avenue to make some type of money. Because you could come out and you're not getting jobs immediately.
Yeah.
Now you're in trouble. So basically, it would be nice to get paid, but then sometimes opportunity also brings money.
Absolutely. So now, what was your time like in that house? How long was that time in the house?
Yeah, I left in the 7th week. Beginning of the 7th week was when I left the house. I think I accomplished everything I wanted to accomplish. I was very happy with my stay in the house. I was very controversial in the house and stuff because I just, I was controversial. Some people found me entertaining. Some people found me troublesome. But in all, I was playing a game. Mm. And I wanted to be remembered. Because for what I do, man, I'm an actor. I'm an actor and stuff. So, I did a lot of stuff there, but it was premeditated. I knew everything I was doing. It was all premeditated and stuff. I was cool with people, and my housemates loved me. I was never up for any eviction. Okay. For 6 weeks, I had no nominations at all. So they must have loved me, and everything I was doing was working. The only time I left the house, the only time I was at a nomination was when the whole house was up. Everybody was up, so I couldn't escape nomination. So that was when I was voted out. It was all controversy and stuff, man. I had a lot of controversial moments in the house.
Definitely. We don't really see Big Brother here in New York, or even in the States. But, I know for a fact I saw some post interviews from you, and you were saying that people sending you death threats.
Yeah, it was crazy, man. Like, some people take it really, personal. I don't know why. It's all entertainment, but some people are not, they don't understand the context of the show. So yeah, they don't really understand it. I think some people from back home, and also they bring culture into it. There's some things that people do over here that if you do it back at home, they'll probably think is wrong. Like, yo, why are you doing that and stuff? So different cultures. And because I've lived here for a long time. I've left Nigeria for a long time. So basically, I'm a free spirit kind of guy, so I don't really take things personal. I go with the flow. I play the game, and I was very happy with however the outcome came out. I was very happy. I achieved my goals. But yeah, there's some people, you always find all kinds of people in the world. There are people that would, venture into something that is not their business. There are people that take things a lot more personal, and you'll find them everywhere. So that was the reason. But I cannot ignore those people.
Of course, you have to. So let me ask you now, it's over, it's done with. Would you do another reality TV show? And do you feel like this one has served its purpose for you?
Yeah, that's an interesting question. This one has served its purpose, for what I needed to do. But you know, you never can stop. You can never stop growing. I'm a guy that I do. It's very hard for me to be satisfied. You know, I always want more. I
Hmm.
want more. I always want more. Yeah, I see myself because some, yeah, some networks have asked me in America if I do want to continue in a reality, if I wanted to do another reality show, because they said I did the other one so well. You know, because it's all about the views in the country. You know how these things are. They want you to be in the show. People need to be able to have things to talk about and stuff. And they thought I did so well in the last one I did, and they were asking me, and I said I actually just want to be an actor. You know, I don't want to go in that line because once you keep going in that line, it's kind of hard to turn back.
Of course, of course.
I want people to take me seriously as an actor.
No.
Like I'm an actor. I was an actor before the show. I just needed these boosts to
Yes.
get more audience and just go in this direction, not to just keep going. Because if you know, I don't want to go down that path. I might be able to get out. So I don't know. I don't know if I'll do another one, but totally I enjoyed the first one I did, and you know, hopefully that might be the last one.
You know what he said? Listen, one and done. I did what I need to do. Listen,
Hmm.
million followers, so I'm sure for 7 weeks it did what it definitely. I'm sure a lot of people would trade 7 weeks, and you think about it like that, or maybe whatever the process, the audition process, in addition to that, to get what you got out of it. You know, all the people on here on the live right now are tuning in and writing and saying all types of things, and it wouldn't have happened if you didn't do that show. So, shout out
Exactly.
to being strategic, you know what I'm saying, and being smart.
Yes.
So now, what's next for Boma? What do you got coming up that we need to be on the lookout for?
Yeah, I definitely have Brotherhood is coming up September 23rd, but that's gonna be in cinemas in Africa. But it should definitely be on streamers at some point. I don't know when, but it should be on streamers so that people can see it worldwide. Then I also have another movie that I was supposed to be shooting in Nigeria next month, but it's been moved to September because of the weather. The weather has been really crazy back in Nigeria right now. The rain has been crazy. The name of the movie is called Suspicion. So I'm one of the leading cast in that one as well. Then I have another one again. I have a couple of other movies because I work in Nigeria and in America right now. I just work in both places. So I have a couple of movies coming, you know, coming out. Then I'm also working on my own projects that I've been trying to work on for a while. Like I said, I shot the first episode. I'm writing the second one and I'm about to shoot it as well. So I'll just keep writing, shooting my episode. But there's a lot of movies coming out before the end of the year. I have a couple of, you know, strong movies coming out. I'm doing my own thing, which is the most important to me.
Listen, let's go. We love yo.
Yes.
All right, and you know that means he making that. Okay, so definitely make sure y'all are zapped in with Bowman because he definitely understands the assignment. Reality TV was just for what he did, but really what he do is he's an actor and somebody that's in the film industry. So make sure y'all get ready to see all his films. All right, now let's close it out with this. We're gonna play a game called Rapid Lightning. Okay,
Rapid Lightning? Okay.
yeah, just to get your friends to understand who you are a little bit more, I'm going to just ask you random questions, and you just have to answer the first thing that comes to your mind.
Oh, wow. Okay.
All right?
Let's do it.
It's going to be we'll probably do like 8 or 9 questions, maybe 10, depending on how you're feeling. All right?
Yeah.
Okay. So, first question: what's Boma's favorite type of food?
Fufu.
Fufu.
Fufu is an African dish. Yeah.
Okay. What's Boma's favorite color?
White.
White. Oh. What's Boma's favorite type of music?
Reggae.
Reggae. I like boy. What's Boma's favorite type of acting movies to do?
Romance.
Romance.
Yeah.
Oh, you hear what you talk about on here? All right. Yo, okay. We're on question number 5. What's Boma's worst thing to do on a date? Don't do this with me when you come on a date with Boma.
Rude.
Be rude. Okay, you don't like rude girls.
Nah.
No. All right. Question number 6. What's Boma's favorite place to go to when he's bringing a lady out?
The beach.
Oh, Okay.
Yes.
The beach. Who's Boma's favorite artist right now?
Boma Boy.
Burna Boy.
Yes.
Two more questions. Who's Boma's favorite rapper of all time?
Tupac.
Yes.
Okay. Last question. On BBN season 6, who would you do business with for the rest of your life if you could pick one person?
Emmanuel.
Yes.
All right, there you got it, y'all. Rapid Lightning is over. You wrapped it up. Successful. All right, for the comments going crazy. Rest in peace, Tupac. David says Burna Boy is fire right now. He definitely is fire right now. They're giving you hearts, all types of stuff. Boma, I appreciate you coming on the show, man. It was definitely dope getting to know you.
Thanks for having me, man, for sure. Thanks for having me. Yeah.
Now, I'm in New York. You're in New York. I do have a school out here. It's a performing arts organization called Lotus Creations Academy. I'm a choreographer and a creative director myself, so I like to direct movies and music videos. That's what I do in my spare time.
Amazing, man. Yeah.
But, I want you to just get into what you were doing, but, man, you were dope, and I would love to collaborate all outside of this. You know what I'm saying? So definitely.
Yeah, absolutely, man. Let's get it.
Of course. All right, Boma, definitely let everybody know where they can find you and whatever else you want to close it out with before the fans know.
Yeah, you can find me on Boma Akpore. On my IG life is BOMAAKPORE. Then I just want to give a big shout out to my fans, brave acts, worldwide, wherever you are, and to all the people that support me, because without you, there's no me, So definitely, man, I do appreciate the love. I do appreciate everything. Everyone that believes in me, everyone that has believed in me, and it takes a village and stuff. And we're there's big things coming. We're doing big things. I promise to always make you guys proud. Wherever you are, God bless you and thank you.
Of course. There you go.
Yes.
Oh, one last question, Boma. Do you know how to dance?
No.
Oh, dang.
I can't even dance to save myself, man.
Oh, we gonna fix that, Boma. That's not a problem, bro.
Mm-hmm.
All right, man. I appreciate y'all definitely tapping in. Everybody, let's see it for Boma. I appreciate you, bro. We'll definitely talk soon.
Thank you so much.
Okay. All right, y'all. So that was Boma Akpore. All right. So, again, this is Zap Exclusive.
Yes.
Make sure y'all get zapped in every Sunday, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time right here on my Instagram Live.
Yes.
Okay, next week we got a super dope show. The flyer will be out real soon. Make sure y'all hit that follow button. It's free.
Yes.
Okay, I definitely like to have conversations. I like to be zapped in. The culture is ours. Let's take it forward. Boma, my brother, we going to definitely talk soon. I am your boy Jersey, and I am out. Deuces.